welcome back to Onion Outlaw. Cyberpunk 2077 is finally here and ready to be played. Needless to say, I'm pretty excited about the title. I've been looking forward to this game for a very, very long time, and I'm happy to say that I finally have it in my hands. To start, I just want to note that the original soundtrack that this game has created, and I'm not talking about the radio stations, I haven't played enough to know if I like the general radio stations in this game. I want to say that the original soundtrack, to me, is incredible. Just listen to this main menu music. I don't know, to me that music is so great. It just absolutely captures the dystopian future cyber metal sound. It's just so good. So once you hit new game, you immediately choose a life path and build your character. And I have to say, with this character creator, it's not half bad. I expected a little bit more uniqueness to the character design, but it's more similar to the Bethesda games, the older ones in particular, using sliders or preset noses and like preset mouth shapes, eye shapes. So you have these presets and you can make someone pretty unique, but it's not like Fallout 4 level character creator. But there are some extra added details that I really appreciated. I liked being able to add cyberware to your aesthetic and also changing little details such as your fingernails. There's only 2 options, but at least they thought about adding something like that to make your hands look a little more masculine or feminine. And of course, you have some of the more interesting edits that you can also do to your character, such as genitals and whatnot, but that can also just be turned off in case, you don't want to see any of that. To start with the good, I really like the world that the game is in. I like the setting, I like Night City, I like the whole dystopian cyberware future. It's very interesting. I really enjoy it a lot. And there's a lot of things that are in the classic pen and paper Cyberpunk 2020 game that get kind of explained how they develop now into 2077. I like how they tied the worlds together in a way. Other things that are great, I also am a huge fan of the skill trees. The skill tree system I think is excellent. It's set up to where you use the skills and those increase on their own, but you also get upgrade points for your base stats. If you want to compare this to Fallout, it's similar to the special, but this time it's your body, technology, reflexes, cool, etc. But then you also get perk points within those to add to your character, and those will give you in-game skills and whatnot, where the special or the base character stats fill up general stats about yourself. The perk points give you special skills in-game to utilize, and I really like that. But not everything about the game is great. There are a lot of bugs that I've noticed just in my first 6 hours of playing through. All of these bugs that I have experienced have been visual except one. One was not necessarily game-breaking, but highly annoying. To start, these visual bugs, they're very, very surface level. Like maybe you'll see a bush through some buildings that's like a mile away, and it's distracting, but it's not completely taking me out of the experience, and it's the only thing I can think about. And I've also seen a floating phone within the first 2 minutes of gameplay, which is unfortunate that, instantly my first glitch experienced was nearly immediately, but it was benign. It was just a floating phone. It's not a big deal. The more serious bug that I encountered, and I only encountered it once, there was a character that I needed to kill who was my objective, and he had a hard time spawning in, but eventually he did, and then he zoomed out of the room and went through a wall and then fell out of the building, and then he was like 100 meters down on the ground floor while I'm up in this skyscraper, and I'm like, may as well reload the save. So by the second time I did it, it was seamless. I killed the guy and I got to continue on with the game. But to summarize all these bugs, they're very surface level, and it's not all doom and gloom, at least on PC. I was hoping that the console ports would be a little bit better than the PC, not for my own benefit, but just to hear that at least one version of the game is pretty seamless. But unfortunately that doesn't seem to be the case. As I said though, this isn't all bad. The game is really good. The gunplay is very solid, the skill trees are fun, the hacking is awesome, and the world building is incredible. I have a lot to compliment about this game, but there's definitely some things about it that could use some improvement, and I think with time that it will get better. It's kind of a bummer because my excitement for this game was almost unending, especially at this point after so many delays throughout all of 2020, stringing me along until I was ready to to finally get my hands on it. I would say in about 2 to 4, maybe 5 months time, I would expect these patches to be implemented and the game to be in a lot better state than it currently is. Nothing that's currently in there can't be fixed. These are glitches that I've seen in other games in the past, and that could be remedied. Of course, I'm trying to keep it brief. It is a first impressions video, and I don't have the whole game under my belt, but I tried to get as much as I could for this review. And with that, I would like to say thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment below if you have any input, and subscribe if you're new around here.